I'm a street fighter, I'm a prayer for peace. I'm a holy roller, I'm a honeybee. I am the truth, I am a lie. I am the ground, I am the sky. I am the silence, I am the call. Never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm the underbelly, I am the claw. Never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm a street fighter, I'm a prayer for peace. I'm a holy roller, I'm a honeybee. I am hope, I am defeat. I am broken, I am complete. I am the grace, I am the fall. Never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm the underbelly, I am the claw. Never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm a street fighter, I'm a prayer for peace. I'm a holy roller, I'm a honeybee. I am the beggar, I am the queen. I am the end, I am the means. I am the hammer, I am the wall. Never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm the underbelly, I am the claw. Never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm a street fighter, I'm a prayer for peace. I'm a holy roller, I'm a honeybee. I am a victor, I am the loss. I am a prophet, I am the cost. I am the sad, I am the sting. Never know, never one thing. I'm the underbelly, I am the claw. Never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm a street fighter, I'm a prayer for peace. I'm a holy roller, I'm a honeybee. I am a mother, I am the child. I am the meek, I am the wild. I am the witch, I am the saint. I am alive, never one thing. I'm the underbelly, I am the claw. Never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm a street fighter, I'm a prayer for peace. I'm a holy roller, I'm a honeybee. I am the lion, I am the swan. I am the bull, I am the fawn. I am a woman, I am the rain. I am my own, never one thing. I'm the underbelly, I am the claw. Never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm a street fighter, I'm a prayer for peace. I'm a holy roller, I'm a honeybee.
Good morning, and welcome to First UU Church of Austin on Commitment Sunday. This is a vibrant and busy time at First Unitarian Church of Austin. So before we formally begin our worship service, we'd like to invite you to give us your attention for a few brief announcements that'll let you know about some ways to get involved in the life of the church. On each Sunday, we light candles in the sanctuary along the windows. to mark sacred moments in our lives. Although we have a short time set aside during the music for meditation in our service, we also highly encourage you to light candles during the prelude or the postlude to allow ample time for everyone who wishes to express what is in their heart to be able to do so during the service. Wellspring Sources is starting soon. For more information, go to the link in the newest newsletter or speak with Reverend Carey. Join us on November 1st at 5 o'clock for the fundraiser sponsored by our Social Justice Committee called Empty Bowls. The event benefits the organization's Bike Across Borders, where folks bicycle to Mexico, then donate their bicycles to the local labor leaders to help them organize. It's a great cause and a fun night. If you are new here and interested in joining our church as a member, we are hosting a Path to Membership class on Saturday, October 4th. That's next Saturday. This will take place in House and Hall at 9 a.m. Breakfast and coffee will be provided. The class will cover some history about UUism, about this church in particular, as well as taking some time to get to know each other. If you have any questions, you can ask anyone at the membership table in the foyer or ask Audrey in the kitchen after service. Thank you. You also can register on Church Center. And finally, each Sunday, one of our caring companions is designated to be available at the front of the sanctuary after the service to listen to any immediate pastoral needs and assist you with connecting to additional pastoral support if you would like. Today's caring companion is Carolyn Greminger. Carolyn, can you stand or wave your arms? Now, let all who have gathered in beloved community, whether in virtual space or in person, join our spirits together in worship.
Good morning. Whether you're joining us online or here in person, welcome to First Unitarian Universalist Church of Austin. We are a spiritual community dedicated to a free and responsible search for truth and meaning and beauty. I'm Reverend Carrie Holly Hurt, the assistant minister here. I'm a white woman in my mid-40s. I'm wearing a beautiful red stole that this church gifted to me, cute little red glasses and a cute little red neckerchief, I think we call that, purple glasses, and my pronouns are she and her. It's truly a joy to be with you all today. I especially want to welcome you if you're new and visiting to the congregation for the first time. If you're joining us remotely, and if you can, please let us know where you're coming from and say hello. If you're here in person, please join us for the social hour right after church. Either way, we invite you to fill out the online visitor form at austinuu.org. Simply click on worship, which will then lead you to a link to the form. We'd love to get to know you better. Here, we welcome everyone, every beginning and path, every beautiful expression of human flowering, all pronouns, all the ways and ones we love, all abilities and disabilities. Each and every one of you, you are welcome here. You belong here. Now we come from a long tradition of sensing the ocean of divine love flowing through each of us. It is in that tradition that I invite you to greet the holy among us, either in the commons or by turning to those around you. Now let's greet the holy.
Good morning again. My name is Mary Overton. I'm the lay leader today, and I'm also chair of the stewardship team here at First Church. I am a white woman of a certain age with white hair. I am wearing a Living Love red t-shirt that says Living Love, and I am wearing red heart glasses on my head, wearing a red bandana, because that identifies our stewardship team. So if you see somebody with a red bandana today or the sunglasses, they're part of our team for stewardship. My pronouns are she, her. Now, we'd like to light our chalice. And we say our words together. With this same we hold in our hearts as we strive for justice for everyone. This is the light we shine upon systems of oppression until they are no more. This is the warmth we share with one another as our struggle becomes our salvation. And here are our words for our call to worship. Community means strength by Starhawk. We are all longing to go home to some place we have never been, a place half remembered and half envisioned we can only catch glimpses of from time to time. Community. Somewhere there are people to whom we can speak with passion without having the words catch in our throats. Somewhere a circle of hands will open to receive us. Eyes will light up as we enter. Voices will celebrate us whenever we come into our own power. Community means strength that joins our strength to do the work that needs to be done. Arms to hold us when we falter. A circle of healing, a circle of friends, some place where we can be free. Now please rise in body or spirit and let us sing together our first hymn, 1051, We Are, in the teal hymnal, and the words should be on the screen.
One of the things that binds First UU together as a religious community is that the congregation has a common purpose. For First Unitarian Universalist Church of Austin, that common purpose is our mission. The congregation wrote it together and put it on the wall of the sanctuary. Each Sunday, church participants say it together so that we might more readily carry it with us in our hearts throughout the week. Let's say it together now. Together, we nourish souls, transform lives, and do justice to build the beloved community.
There it is. Hello, everybody. My name is Sol. I am a small white human with short blue hair. We have come to the time for all ages in our service today. So if you would like to join me up on stage to get a closer look at our pictures in the story today, now's the time. Come on up. Hello. Howdy, y'all. Hello, hello. Got it. Hi. Hello, everybody. Howdy. Oh, it's tough. Hello. Hi, friends. All right. It is so good to see all of your faces. Hello. How are we doing today? Good. Me too. Okay. Our story today is called Strictly No Elephants. It's written by Lisa Manchev and illustrated by Taeyeon Yu. Oh my, is that me? I hope not. Hello? Okay, maybe? Yes? Okay. Oh, there. All right. Strictly no elephants. The trouble with having a tiny elephant for a pet is that you never quite fit in. No one else has an elephant. Oh, geez. Oh. Just going to tilt this away a little bit. Okay. Okay. Every day, I take my elephant for a walk. His is a very thoughtful sort of walk. He doesn't like the cracks in the sidewalk much. I always go back and help him over. That's what friends do, lift each other over the cracks. Today, I'm walking my tiny elephant to number 17. It's Pet Club Day, and everyone will be there. Come along, there's a good boy. I coax him the last few feet. It'll be fine. When I look up, there's a sign on the door. Strictly no elephants. My tiny elephant leads me back to the sidewalk, never minding the cracks. That's what friends do, brave the scary things for you. It's a very sad elephant. Yeah, I know. Did you try to go to the pet club meeting too? The girl asks. Yes, I say, but they don't allow elephants. The sign didn't mention skunks, the girl says, but they don't want to play with them either. They don't know any better, I tell her. He doesn't stink, the girl adds. No, he doesn't, I agree. What if we start our own club? Come along, I say, making certain that my tiny elephant follows me, because that's what friends do. Never leave anyone behind. Look at all these different pets. Do y'all want any of these pets? Yeah. I want a giraffe, right? It'd be so cool to have a pet giraffe. That's their pet. Yeah, that's their pet. They have a little tiny narwhal for a pet. Wouldn't that be neat? We can play here, one of our new friends says. All of us. So we paint our own sign. All are welcome. My tiny elephant will give you directions if you need them. Because that's what friends do. The end. Thank you so much for reading with me. We can head on back to the playground.
Good morning. I can't see you all with my stewardship glasses on, but I'm Reverend Chris Jimerson, lead minister here at the church. I am a white male. On October 12th, I turned 60. Also happens to be Clergy Appreciation Day, just so you know. I am so thrilled to be with you on this Commitment Sunday. You'll be hearing more from our stewardship chair, Mary Overton, and from Reverend Carey soon, so I don't want to take up a lot of your time. I do want to take a moment, though, to say thanks to you, this congregation, and some special folks within it, for your commitment to sustaining a church that is living love fiercely in our world. Today, we commit toward our pledge drive goal of $825,000 for next year, which we need to raise this month because we need to avoid an extended pledge campaign because our world needs us to focus on that commitment to living love. Thank you for that commitment. From showing up to do justice in our world, to making our small group ministries come alive, to ever-growing youth, children, young adult, and adult religious education and programs, to so many more vital ministries, this religious community, you are living love fiercely. I want to take just a moment more to express gratitude to our stewardship team. Their commitment to this church and to its mission is just amazing. If you're on the stewardship team, could you please rise or raise your hands and let us acknowledge you? Thank you all so much. And of course, our incredible stewardship chair, Mary Overton. Mary has demonstrated her commitment to living love fiercely by going above and beyond again and again and again. Thank you so much, Mary. And now I'm thrilled to invite Mary to share her wisdom and commitment with us.
Well, thank you, Reverend Chris. You're very kind. Well, today is Commitment Sunday at First Church of Austin, and whether you are here in person or watching virtually, you are welcome here. Our theme for this year's campaign is Living Love. And for those of you who are here in person, as you exit the service today, please take a red Living Love lollipop from the ushers as you leave the sanctuary. Also, in House and Hall, we have some colorful hearts, and they're on every table, and we would like you to write something that you love about this church or draw a picture, and if you'll take them up to the table in front of the red bulletin board, then part of our stewardship team will be put them up so that everybody can see how much and why we love this church. So the Stewardship Committee, we strive to make pledging as easy and enjoyable as possible. You can use the QR code that should be going up on the screen, or I believe you also can see it in your order of service. You could go to austinuu.org and find the link at the bottom of the homepage, or you can pick up a paper pledge form at the stewardship table in House and Hall during coffee hour. You don't have to be a member to pledge, though we hope you'll consider joining and be a member of our community. I want to speak specifically about how the 2026 Stewardship Campaign works. Today on Commitment Sunday, we ask you to let us know your financial commitment to our church for 2026 so that we can budget. Our fiscal year goes from January through December, so your commitment today doesn't begin until January. Most of you should have received an email from the church with links to your past giving and a copy of the pledge form yesterday. As Chris said, our pledge goal is $825,000. Please stop by the stewardship table in House and Hall during coffee hour if you have any questions. We encourage you to make your pledge this week. If you forget, please live your love and be kind to the volunteers who will be following up by text and/or phone concerning your pledge. In 3 weeks, on October 19th, is Celebration Sunday, when we celebrate everything and everyone that makes our church special. After the service, everyone is invited to enjoy free deli tacos with fixins and our traditional ice cream truck. Russell Holly Hurt and his band are scheduled to play in the courtyard, weather permitting. If you're planning on coming, please RSVP online or at the stewardship table after the service so we know how much food to order. Now, I want to speak to you about First UU and the importance of your pledge. Our church makes a difference to our members internally into Austin and the state of Texas through our advocacy of our core beliefs that are based on love. Our voices are needed now more than ever in recent history. Our mission is more than words on the wall. It's how we live and what we believe. Your pledge is an investment in our shared values. We want to be here for future generations and for the children who sit on our stage, and youth, and young adults. We are one of the larger churches in our denomination and in Texas. We are a beacon of liberal theology in Austin. This is a safe place where you are loved and accepted. You are welcome here. We are living love. To keep our church home running without reducing programming, it takes a minimum of $825,000 pledged total for 2026. It's the largest part of our annual budget. The church has not increased the pledge goal since I became stewardship chair 3 years ago. Yet we know nothing has gotten less expensive. How has the church made this flat budget work? Well, 2 half-time positions have not been filled. Our dedicated staff have not received raises that they deserve to have a fair living wage here in Austin, at least by UU Association pay guidelines. And we have put off deferred maintenance at our church structure far too long. Currently, we are at the tipping point in attendance to once again adding a second service so that everyone can easily find a seat in the sanctuary and a parking space. The $825,000 pledge goal keeps the doors open. If we want to increase our programming, pay our very dedicated staff fairly, maintain our church campus, and expand to 2 services, we really need to have pledges of $1 million. So I ask you to pledge as generously as you're able. If you haven't pledged in the past, please consider pledging now as a spiritual act of living love. When you look at your priorities, where can you sacrifice just a little more and help your church family? Don't give until it hurts. Give until it feels good. We want First Church to be in your top 3 philanthropic organizations. Ideally, you're number 1. You may even want to consider making a 5% UU tithe if you do not already give it that amount. This is how my husband David and I determine the amount of our pledge each year. I'd like to close with a quote from Dave Reel's stewardship testimonial last week. I am grateful for a religious community that provides a framework for me to explore and refine my belief structures, to change them if need be, and not to have to find a whole new set of friends if I do. Thank you for your loyal and generous support. Let's continue living love. Now, this is the time during the service when we commit to the mission and ministries of this church by making an offering. We give out of our own so that together we might build a better world. If you are visiting with us today, please allow the plate to pass you by. You are our guests. You can give in several ways. You can give online or by texting your contribution using the instructions that will be shown on the screen during the offering. Or if you are here in person, by placing an offering in the basket the ushers are about to pass. Here in the sanctuary, the ushers will now collect our offering. And now for our second reading. It's called We Hold Hope Close by Reverend Julian Jamaica Soto. In this community, we hold hope close. We don't always know what comes next, but that cannot dissuade us. We don't always know just what to do, but that will not mean that we are lost in the wilderness. We rely on the certainty beneath, the foundation of our values and ethics. We are the people who return to love like a North Star and to the truth that we are greater together than we are alone. Our hope does not live in some glimmer of an indistinct future. Rather, we know the way to the world of which we dream, and by covenant and the movement forward of one right action and the next, we know that one day we will arrive at home.
This is the time in our service where we center ourselves, where we breathe together. And breathing together, we sense one another's loving presence. Breathing in and breathing out, where our thoughts begin to slow, where we can follow our breath to a deeper place, a place of greater wisdom, a place where that ocean of divine love flows through each of us. Breathing together, we enter into a time of music and sacred quiet, all the while remembering that sounds of humans are holy too. As we enter into this time of music and quiet meditation, I invite you to keep into your mind and hearts members of our community who are ill or in sorrow. Let's breathe together. Entering this meditative quiet as our music plays. Let us hold this quiet throughout that time and when the music comes to an end. If you're still lighting candles, please continue to do so as I light one last candle for those who have no one to light a candle for them. I think this church is a miracle. Not a miracle in parting the Red Seas or Buddha levitating over a river, but rather a miracle in that after years of people in this country tending towards isolation and disconnection and loneliness, at a time when we use the word epidemic for loneliness, this community exists. This community bucks the trend by staying strong and growing. To me, this is a miracle, and it's deeply needed. This church has always been a place that's been needed, and it will always be a place that's needed. A community. And not just a community, but a community with an ethos of being about what is right, about opposing the harmful status quo. Now, we might not do that right perfectly, and we definitely don't always get it perfect. We are still growing, and we have a lot to go until we are a safe space for everyone who could come and find comfort here. But from what I understand of our recent history, we have been a place where many people who feel a deep resistance to the dominant culture or who have experienced marginalization because of the dominant culture could come and find community. For example, this church has supported queer people since the 1970s by either providing space for things like the National Conference of Gay Liberation in 1971, providing dances for lesbians, my favorite, for partnering with Out Youth so that queer kids could have a safe and fun prom. This community has done the right thing. It might have taken some coaxing every once in a while, but it did do the right thing. And it did it at a time, which feels a lot like this time, when homophobia was celebrated, encouraged throughout society and into the highest levels of power, where queer people face violence, where our government allowed AIDS to ravage the community, when discrimination was the reality for so many people. It wasn't popular, and it wasn't what most churches were doing, but then again, that's not what we're about. We aren't about what most churches are doing. We aren't about, or at least we try hard not to be about, those status quos that harm, hurt, and dehumanize. Instead, our mission is about one another, about humanity. It's about liberation. This church has taken a firm stance for the rights and dignities of people. We have a commitment to dismantling systems of supremacy in ourselves and in our church. Right now, our values and commitments are in direct opposition to the powers that be. Because of that, this church is positioned to be a community for those of us whose souls and hearts grade against the pervasive dehumanization that are the structures of this society. A place for those who have been deeply hurt by their spiritual houses of worship. For so many people in this church, we can be a place of belonging and healing. Now, has it always done that perfectly? Nope. That's because this church isn't some removed magical thing. When I say this church, or when I say this community, I want you to hear you. It's you. Church is you, and it's me, it's we. And it is the people that came before us, and it is the people that will come after us. All of us, throughout time, are this church. And because we are all people, we are not perfect. We are human. We have faults. But we seek to be better. We come together to be better. My prayer is always that may we have more clarity than our ancestors, and may our descendants have more clarity than us. May it always be so. So our religion has a polity. It's just a word that means organizing philosophy. It stretches way back to the 17th century. It's called the Congregationalist polity, which just means that we, the members of this church, create and we maintain and we direct what we do as a body. So we don't have a presbytery or a bishop or a pope that sets over us that dictates what we should do or how we should believe. This is why we say we come together not by creed, but by covenant. We try to make good promises and have good boundaries so that we can create the kind of church that will set out to do the important work of our mission. And through living into these promises and commitments to one another, we keep this church alive. We press against the marginalization and dehumanization out there. We make sure that those who need us can find us and hopefully start to feel as though they have found their way home, or at least are on the right path. It's us. We do this. And it's the beautiful interplay of the individual and the communal. It's Leo Callis who's created Easter eggs all over this church so that we can be inspired by those who came before us. People like Paul Kirby, who bought the poster that's just right outside the sanctuary. It has the 7 principles, when the 7 principles were first passed in the 1980s. Paul Kirby, who also, while being sick himself, helped organize doctors and nurses in this church to get vital and life-extending medication to AIDS patients, to take the medication from those that have passed and to give them to those that were still alive. To me, this story exemplifies how we, with our beautiful and precious inherent dignity, bring our hearts and our talents and our resources to this place, and then we do the work with others to make beautiful and wonderful things happen. Those doctors and nurses, they were at great risk for what they did, but what they did was beautiful. They weren't supposed to be helping people with AIDS the way they did, but it was the right thing to do. It was a compassionate and humane thing to do, even though what they did would have been considered a crime. But they understood that the bigger crime was to let people die when medication was available. They acted justly, and they acted at great personal risk. And they were able to do it because they acted in community. Together, they ensured that people who needed medication got medication. And decades later, Leo is sharing their story with all of us, beautifully moving the past into the present as a way to model and fortify us for the work that's ahead of us. A beautiful dance between the individual and the collective. It shows just how much we need one another, how much we need each other to show up in all of our fullness. When we bring ourselves to this place, when we bring our talents and our hearts, our commitment and our resources to the collective, we do important and needed things. Things that will impact lives now and reverberate well into the future, just like those doctors and nurses. And because of this, we have a great responsibility to this place, to this community, to this church, to one another. As Mary told you, today is Commitment Sunday. It's the official kickoff to our pledge drive, and we are going to be hearing a lot about it between now and October 19th, about committing our pledges to this place. We do this every year, and I bet for some of you it might be a little off-putting. I'm looking at you, people who stream when NPR is doing their fundraiser. I bet some of you have been taught that talking about money is crass or rude. It's not. It's just a necessary tool to doing the work of living love. There was a time in our country for our proto-Unitarian churches where there wasn't a need for pledge drives. The state would just sponsor the churches. And while that seems way easier than what we're doing right now, it wasn't very UU. The separation of church and state are such a fundamental value to us, and rightfully so. But the part about that separation is that it becomes our responsibility to keep this beautiful community that gives us so much going. It's our responsibility to nourish those things that grow us, that help us to live into our values, so that they can continue to exist for us, for each other, and for those that we haven't even met yet. And money, because that is the way of the world, is a major part of how we do this. Money is the reason that we have a building that even occasionally has air conditioning. Money is the reason that we can buy curriculum and food and pay musicians so that we can nourish souls. Money is the reason that we can transform lives through things like supporting amazing work of the Texas Unitarian Universalist Justice Ministry or the Austin Sanctuary Network. And it allows us to provide spaces to life-saving organizations like PFLAG. And money is the reason we can meet week after week and we can stream week after week. It is the reason we have a computer program that is frankly very useful to reach people and share news and opportunity and rapid responses, all in an effort to do our part of building the beloved community. Money is also part of our values. And I would say it's even part of our shared theology. As Unitarian Universalists, we are committed to distributive justice, meaning we believe that people should be paid fairly for their work, paid a wage which allows them to live without struggling. We have been working hard to pay our staff up to the UUA's standard, just like Mary told you. And my hope is that we can make it happen. I would love to see it happen this go-around. Because I want our staff, who do the everyday, sometimes challenging, and often mundane work necessary to keep this place going, to be paid equitably. Money matters because it's how the world operates. But most importantly, it matters because it's how we make our missions happen. And ultimately, living into our mission is what it means to live love. To live love is to do the very real and very tangible work of nourishing souls, transforming lives, and doing justice to build the beloved community. To live love means we put our focus and our resources on those things that will benefit each other and those we haven't even met yet, or may never meet. As these next few weeks unfold, I hope that you will not numb out. I hope that you will not start streaming your podcasts, but rather that you'll think about the ways that you've been impacted by this place, the ways that you want to impact the world, and the ways that this community, this church, makes it possible. And then think about what makes sense for you, based on your life and your other responsibilities. Because we are needed. We've always been needed, and we will always be needed. The work we do is built on a foundation of those who've come before, who felt a responsibility to this place. And the work that we do now, the contributions that we make of our time and our talents, and yes, our treasure, will be the foundation that those who come after us will build from. All of us, throughout time, dreaming up a more beautiful and just world, and all of us doing the tangible work to bring it into reality. so that, as Reverend Soto says in our reading, by covenant and movement forward of one right action and the next, we know that one day we will arrive at home. May it always be so.
And now for our closing hymn. Please rise in either body or spirit, and let us sing together our closing hymn, the gray hymnal number 118, This Little Light of Mine. Please join me in the words by which we extinguish our chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we hold in our hearts until we are together again.
As we leave this sacred time of community, know that you are loved. Know that you are held in love. And know that what you do matters. And know that we are needed. May we always remember that. Go in peace.